Hello everybody, welcome to the YouTube video. Today we are going to be doing a little vlog. Yeah, well no, it's not really a vlog, it's sort of like welcome to just a little behind the scenes thing, one of my little projects. So I feel like I'm in this state where I'm like creating art for myself, or just like genuinely like documenting work of myself, because I want to be like a creator, but I want to just really test out everything. I realized something this year was that I was always making content for other people, and I sort of got to this state where I just came to a burnout. Like, this is just the first days of me coming into my creative career and fully like claiming that I want to be like a motherfucking creator, you know, like, and I want to document this shit because video is my skill. It's really one of the best ways I can communicate and voice individual expression, which is what I just want to continuously communicate, right? And I felt like I just came to a burnout doing creative work for other people, and I haven't really been particularly focusing on myself with creative work, finding something that I actually enjoy. But I realized, because I get in a repetitive cycle of not knowing what to create, but uni has sort of helped me with that, and I felt like what broke this cycle was just documenting myself, and this seems to just work for me. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to just show you my setup for recording off my VHS screen. This video can only be a solution if you have the same camera as me. Like, you want to gatekeep but don't want to gatekeep. It's not even about gatekeeping, it's just like, if you ask me a question, just do your research on what camera model that you have and what DV ports that you have, that you know that you can connect to your PC or your Mac. This is for the Mac girlies or boys. It's for, you know, the tech girls, because I just want to see a lot of my ladies in this scene. I'm sick and tired of men. Anyway, you need a whole lot of bunch of cords. I'm gonna get them from my cord box. I'm a uni student, so I still live at home. This is my electronic box. If you are a person who designs clothes and stuff, or designs shoes, or you know any connects, this is my shoe size. Please send me PR. My Timberland bar. Funny story, I bought Timberlands. They were a size too small, but I kept walking in them because I so badly wanted them to fit, but it was just living pain. I was just forcing it way too much. And so I bought a second pair and just gave my old Timberlands to my friend who has like 1 foot size smaller than me. They fit her, and I bought new Timberlands, and I kept this Timberland box. And then I was like, oh, let me put my electronic shit, because I always reach for it, but like sometimes I don't reach for it all the time, so I needed to like put it in a space where I can just consecutively just do this motion throughout my lifetime, you know? I feel like you can see me so much better. I look like I'm always going like, I look like L right now. So I bleached my brow. They're a little bit orange, I would say, but I'm still getting used to them. Wish they were sort of brighter, but that's a-okay. This is the first chord, and then this one is the second chord. Then these two chords go together and then connect to this black chord, which connects to the camera, and the white chords connect to the laptop. You'll sort of get the picture. There's only like 3 chords, not too bad. If you're a Mac girly, you sort of have to get Mac quality equipment, just because the connection is just made for Mac, and Mac, you know, just like likes to scam the world and make any type of third-party connector things a really big freaking struggle. Just make sure that you're buying stuff that's not cheap. This was expensive. Like, this connection cable setup cost me more than like $100, and also research and time into finding what was the correct setup for me because every camera is different, especially if you don't know how to digitize it into actual content and consumable feed. That makes sense? Like consumable content, but it's not content, is it? It's just the videos that you want to like get off your tape. So this whole cable setup with the DV cord and these two connectors, I sort of forgot the names of them, but I hope that it helped sort of show you on how I connect it. I film on the Sony camera. I sort of want to gatekeep my camera because I spent all this hard work researching. Anyway, get your camera and hopefully your ports are either similar or this video can be some type of reference that you can go off, because every camera is different and there's always different billion ways of how you can digitalize your tape, but sometimes some methods which I have tried don't always work. I realized on my Windows it was definitely a struggle to digitalize my content because I had a very hard time finding a software that recognizes my camera and to actually records the footage. So I am also a Mac user for convenience. I don't really use my PC anymore because I went baller this year and bought myself a really good laptop. And I realized that the Mac was better in recognizing my camera, and I had a free application called QuickTime which is able to capture footage, and QuickTime is an application that is within Apple software, helps you read your SD cards for videos and photos, I think. And it also has a function where you can screen record your screen. So this is my solution. I think this is why like sometimes when you invest in like cheaper cameras or like dad cams or handy cams or whatever, sometimes you may not be able to get your content as clear as a more like sturdier one, because like that's how they did it in the days. They freaking used tapes, and this one's just like family friendly one. Do you understand the difference in the past, how we used to be filming content, filming our lives? It all used to be on freaking tape. I get really angry about it because not particularly, like there's no one saying anything. I'm just pissed. It's like this dirty bit in this interview which I'll insert where you always feel like someone's out to get you. Always feel like someone's out to get me about my fucking tapes. In this generation, especially where we are living in this technological world, people believe this stuff is instant. It's not. It takes time and patience. When you're recording on tape, once you record on tape, you can't go back. And I have been doing this for my creativity as a sort of like a side job / side passion. And I have been reusing my tapes. I got 30 tapes off Facebook Marketplace. I was recording over somebody else's memories, but that was a way that I could get this aesthetic or this style, the raw authentic tape content. The thing is, once you record on it, you can't go backwards. If you record over what you've already filmed, you lose it forever. It's like almost opening a Christmas present when like actually digitalizing this footage, capturing it live, which will be shown throughout this video, because I can't actually in real life time go back and watch my tape. I can, but when I do that, sometimes you can forget to forward your tape, and when you like forward your tape where you can film it on a blank, like there was this shoot, I had like footage of these beautiful girls. It's for my stylist archives actually, shout out. One of the models had asked me like, oh, can I see myself? And I was like, oh, usually I don't do this, but I was like, okay, like it looks so lit. And then I did, and then I forgot to forward it, so then it like filled on some bits, and I was like, frick, no. But it's just my bad, and maybe my lack of professionalism. Not really lack of professionalism, it was just a mistake. But like in my heart, I knew I recorded really good content, and it just sucked that I
recorded over it. It's just a whole process and like thing that I've been learning about this particular hobby. And it really is motherfucking hobby for me. Something about being creative when you put things as work and you start to like deep it, really try to make it work, is that you forget that it's your hobby. So you also need to like find balance, and that is what I've been trying to do this year. I know like a lot of people's situations, like the trend right now is this type of footage. Hopefully you have a family one, or your old neighbor has one, he doesn't use it or something. Hopefully they have the charger for it, because this is a lifesaver, especially when digitalizing this footage. It runs off these batteries, and sometimes you can't always rely on them, because I may charge it for 2 hours, but then it'll die in like 30 minutes, or like one of my batteries will have a good day and then my other battery will have a bad day, you know? But this was something that I learned during uni. I call it battery etiquette. And really with lithium batteries, you're not meant to charge them overnight. You're only meant to charge them for 2 hours and then it's done. Like, don't charge it anymore. But sometimes if you don't use these batteries often enough, sort of have to jumpstart it in a way. Like, I don't know, technology be talking in different languages. Sometimes you have to charge it for a long time, and sometimes only 2 hours. Maybe charge it for a long time for the first time, and then use the battery to its fullest extent till it's dead, and then charge it for another 2 hours, and then do the same process. Use the camera till the battery is dead, and then sort of like building the strength of the battery. This is my logic. I'm like, this is battery etiquette, especially for people who want to delve back into the analog. It's so interesting versus something that's so digitalized, like this camera, versus something so freaking analog. This is a motherfucking process, whereas like with this, I can freaking take out the SD card, shove it into my computer. Sorry, I won't use this word. Inject into my computer, and then instantly like get my footage. But with this, oh mama, it takes a lot of energy. I'm gonna see a little bit of what happens when digitalize this content. And the thing is, I can't screen record whilst I'm screen recording on QuickTime. The reason why is because I don't have a double screen capture software, so I'm going to be filming on my camera. I just decided to pick up the camera today and be like, why the frick not? Why not just show the world this process? Maybe this will help other creative who is actually passionate about this stuff. What I think about it, like, I like to gatekeep, but the reason why I gatekeep is because like I put so much research and time into this. Like, why should I give this away for free? And then like I see that person use my method or whatever, and I'm like, oh damn, they're successful, damn them. It's just called jealousy. I'm trying to get rid of this cycle of behavior of like gatekeeping. Cause gatekeeping, what? That's freaking ass shit. Like, fuck the gatekeepers. Why not share it with the world? But I'm gonna do it to the extent where I show you this information, but hell no, I'm not making this a freaking baby instruction video. You're gonna have to also do your research and hard finds on what works for you, because I just wanna edit this for fun, yo. We open the charging port, you flip that shit up, you put it in there, and then I know it's charging when I see this little yellow light. Yeah, I'm just not gonna gatekeep my camera anymore. Or shall I gatekeep my camera? Because you know this person, he does content like me, but his camera setup's so freaking sexy. But people pay for his aesthetic, so I will gatekeep my camera, but won't gatekeep the process. How about that? Because this is guy, right? And I try to find what he films on, but I don't know what he films on. That's because he's smart and he gatekeeps it. And then people want to work with him because people admire his style. So I will gatekeep my camera model. I plug my Apple cables, and then I plug this cable, and then I plug this cable into a port of mine. Try to connect your camera through the DV port. This one here. This fella here. Reason why I think that's the one that works every time. I don't have any other explanation. I just think it works. Every time. It just works. Let's put this graph here, fuck around and find out. That's literally this. You plug this into my computer. Okay, y'all can see my screen, right? So we're just gonna go into QuickTime. You go into File. You do New Movie Recording. Oh, that was plagiarized. Hello guys, so you go into QuickTime and you go into movie recording mode, right? Then you go into, you need to turn your camera onto where you're able to do your tape. You have to press back and you have to rewind the tape. So we're gonna be here for a minute. Once you rewind your tape back to the very start and it says DV in, that's when you know it's connected to your computer. So you want to do new movie recording, and then you want to do DCR, VCR. Also, if you have good cables, then you won't be too scared to move them whilst they're doing the stuff. But I don't really like to move my camera too much. You want to hit record and press play. Sometimes if your tape screws up, then record from a different scene. Press play. And then this is practically the process. Now you just get to watch the footage. But I'm gonna put my thing down because I think it's fucking it up. Let's see if it's working. Okay, sometimes when it's actually recording, it can be a little bit weird, but that's okay. You know that it's cutting off weirdly like that. Record a segment of your tape and suss if it works, and then play back it through. And if it's smooth, then just continue to just record as much as you can. Sometimes I actually prefer watching it on the tape, and sometimes this happens. And then you have to suss where the tape stopped, and then try to rewind this and make it work again. But yeah, this is practically the process every time. And this is what I mean, it requires a lot of patience. This one says 120 is when it stopped. I go back to 120 as close as I can to file new movie recording. And what I do is that it goes untitled, I'm titled 2. I just organize it like this, and then I save everything later and give it proper names and a good file name selection so I can organize my footage later. I look like a little dumpling. Anyway, I'm now going to just watch this in my own time. But yes, hope you all enjoy that.